poor dude. He got blocked on the couch where he can't get down. Well, I don't know if he's blocked or if he's being like Mr. O and he's being old. But he is kind to Bean, so he doesn't want to get in the way. So we'll let old and kind Duke have his cookie first. Where are you going to stay, Duke? Mama? Oh, you just going to take it. Well, he wasn't mild about it, was he? He just reached over and took it. Now, remember, today is day 2 in Letterland, Unit 24. We're going to be doing our live spelling with Mr. O and Mr. I, and I tried to do that with Duke. I think, though, Bean, I think you are being Mr. I, and you're being mild. No, you want the cookie too, don't you? All right. You got to see Bean from the back today, and Duke from the side. Oop, you might get to see Bean flashing in. All right, today what we're going to do is we're going to do a quick dash first so that we can review the characters and what they say and their rules. And then, oh, Bean's being the star eating his cookie. And then we'll do the quick dash just saying the sounds. All right, so go for it. Dippy duck duck. Good job. Impy Kicking king cup. Lucy lamplight ooh. Munching Mike. Ooh, I got the wrong end. Just know it's Noisy Nick in. Sorry. And Oscar Orange. Now let's remember these. Mr. I is saying his name as he walks beside Mr. E, who's doing what? He's looking for robots. So they say, I. And we have Mr. I here, where he's holding his ice cream. So Golden Girl will be quiet and not giggle because Harry Hackman says noise. So that all three will say the sound of I. Mr. O beside Mr. A. Mr. O saying his name as Mr. A's doing what? Looking for robots. So this says O. And then Mr. O not liking that Oscar Orange gets splashed by Walter Walrus. So he says, oh, no you don't, to say O and O-W. Right now we're going to do the flash. We just say the sounds. Ready? Ah. Ooh. E. D. Now put these down. And then we'll say these things. I. O. O. Alright, speaking of O, remember this week, I'm going to show you in how to do the word detective. But also remember as we're going over the chart that Mr. O is going to say his name O because he is old. And we're going to remember the old family with old and hold. And then we also have Mr. O that's by himself saying O in most, and in oath, both. So we have an oast and an oath family. And he says his name O in roll in the old family. So we can have some other words that pop up like that with doing us with our live spelling today. Then we have this word, well, I should say Valman, I, and he is saying his name by himself again in the word because he is kind for the kind in the Ein family, just like find in the Ein family. And Mr. I is saying his name being all by himself because he is mild in the Ild family and with child. And then we have Kleim in the Ein family of Klein. We do have 3 tricky words. This one is himself, and it's tricky because it's a compound word, which is 2 words put together to make 1 word. We have look, and those O's do not fall. The first one does the talking, and the second one's looking for what? Robots. This is look, for that sound in look. And then we have what? In, wind, with this I being all by itself, making that sound in wind. Now, this week we do have our sentences. Please make sure that with your sentences Now you remember you've got a really long one for your test this week. So make sure that you're doing a good job as far as remembering all these words and you're able to write them. So we'll read, look at that child climbing the tree by himself. It ended with a period. So what did it tell us? It told us that we're going to look at the child that is climbing the tree by himself. Now let's look at this next sentence that we have. Mr. I did not mind the cold weather. This ends with a period too, so what did this tell us? Mr. I, he didn't mind the cold weather. All right. Now today with the live spelling, we will be doing the word detective with it, but what you need to have is your piece of paper and your pencil. I've got my whiteboard. I'm going to get my eraser thing. Thought everything was here. And we're going to work on the words together. You're going to see being kind of photobombing as usual. Alright. With the live spelling, we're going to make some of these words. This point of the video, if you need to pause me with your child so that they have enough time to write the word, that's fine. I understand because that can happen. So let's go over the first word. The first word is old. Duke is an old dog. Old, 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 old. Write old for me. All right, let's turn it over. Old, old. Now, this is what you need to understand about the next word. This next word is going to rhyme with old, so don't erase it. Leave it there. I'll leave mine where it is, and we're going to do the word that's in the old family that rhymes with it. Old, told. What's that beginning sound you're going to write in front of old? Old, told. Did you write that T for told? So just know in this old family, Mr. O is going to be saying his name. It's not going to be Oscar Orange saying ah. Alright, I'm going to erase this one. Let's do our next word. Our next word is mild. Mr. I is mild. 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 One more time. Mild. Mild. Get your piece of paper and write mild for me. Alright, turn it around for me. Mild. Mild. So you've got the sound. I-L-D. M-I-L-D is mild. Now, remember, we're going to talk about the ild family. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to erase this. I'm going to use this ild, and I'm going to make it wild. 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 Can you write that beginning sound to go with the ild family? Alright, turn it back around. And I wrote, ooh, the W for W-I-L-D for wild. So remember, Mr. I is going to say I in the ild family. Here's our next one. Mind. I don't mind it at all. Mind. Mind. One more time. Mind. Mind. See if you can write it. Alright, I'm going to turn it back around. Mind. So we've got M-I-N-D. Mind. Now again, with Mr. I, we've got another word family. So I'm going to erase the M. And our word family is eind. Eind. Let's spell the word that's in eind. The word we're going to spell is find. So what beginning sound are you going to put at the beginning of the IND family? IND. Fine. What we need. Alright. Find. So in this one, Mr. I is going to say his name in the IND family. We've got another one. Alright, totally erase it. Totally different and new. Still with Mr. O though. Both. B-oath. Both. Again. B-oath. Both. Write that for me. B-oath. Alright. Turn around, look. B-oath. Both. B-O-T-H. And this is the oath word family. Where Mr. O is going to say his name being by himself. Alright, this one's a good one. Bean does this a lot. He'll roll his bone off the chair. Roll. 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 See if you can write that for me. Roll. Okay. Turn around. Roll. That don't look right. You're right. Best friends at the end. I need to have that L because they're making that sound together of L. So roll. Roll. Now, what if Bean doesn't just roll the bone? What if he's been rolling his bone? So if we take this, what are we going to add at the end? Rolling. You write yours. I'm going to write mine. All right, here we go. Rolling. I wrote I-N-G. Great job. Now, we're going to do 2 more words and we're going to be done. Let's do the word most. Most of the time, Bean is good, but all the time, Duke is good. But let's do most. Most. Again. Most. 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 Be careful because you might skip that S and just do the T, and that would be mott. But this is most. Most. Remember, Mr. O is making that long O sound in most. All right, last one. This is with Mr. I all by himself saying I in climb. Climb. Again. Climb. All right, write it. Climb. It even looks like it's climbing on the thing. Watch it. It's going up. Climb. Mr. I is saying his name all by himself. You would think it would be that short, impy ink, but it's not. I'm going to show you how to do the word detective today. Remember, it's not in your packet. In your packet, you've got the list, but you do not have the word detective. You do have the picture of it on the chart, and because of the picture, you can make your own. This is what the picture looks like on the chart. It's unit 24. You'll have 2 sentences for the word detective. I went ahead and I wrote my own. I want to walk up closer to Emily so that I can read the sentences with you and show you how we're going to mark these. Okay? All right. Here we go. You ready, Miss M? Make sure I don't get up too close. All right. Let's read. You will find that Mr. I is kind and mild to every child. Now this is where we're going to be working on the long I sound where it's by itself. We're going to block in that word family of I and D, and we're going to put just the line over it to know that the I is making the long I sound. We're not going to mark out N and D like we've done in the past. Usually you mark out a vowel beside, there's no vowel to mark out. These are consonants, so we're not going to mark them out. Now, I did put Mr. I right here. This is the reading I. I wanted you to be sure to know that in some books, this reading I is just a straight line down. So in this sentence, you might find another ein family. But let's go on to the next word family with Mr. I, which is when he's mild. So we're going to box it in, and we're going to put a line there to say that the I is from the long I sound in the ild word family. All right, this next one is about Mr. O. I got to scoot this over because I've got one word not showing. Again, I have a reading I right here for you. I am told that Mr. O must hold his oranges so they don't roll. So again, that O sound, we can hear it with old word family. We're going to box it in and put a line over the O. Then we also have that other one that still says the O family. It says the long O sound, I should say, with roll. And I accidentally boxed the whole thing. But we want to do it like that. Sorry. I was looking at bean. Okay. So remember, this week you're going to box in the ein family that makes that long I sound. The ild family that makes a long I sound. You're going to box in the old family that makes a long O sound. And you're going to box in the ol family that makes the O sound too. This is kind of tricky this week that Mr. I and Mr. O are by themselves, but they are saying their name. We have just finished Unit 24, Day 2, Live Spelling and Word Detective. Remember, when you're doing the live spelling, if you need to pause me during that, feel free to. It's okay. And don't forget to be working on your list and making sure that you're reading the tricky words, List A, and the sentences so they'll be ready for the test at the end of the week. See you tomorrow.